Batch renaming in Photoshop is easier than ever. All you have to do is just load up Photoshop and then come right up here to File and come down here to Browse, and that'll load up the file browser. Then after that, just come right over here to the folder view and browse to the folder on your hard drive that contains the images you want to change. So I'm going to go ahead and select the batch renaming folder here, and that'll load up the images that I want to change. Now, if you look closely at my images I have here, they all have a name that was assigned by the digital camera. Well, this happens all the time. Almost all digital cameras will assign a name to the photos that you take. Well, a lot of times it's hard to tell what the photos are because of those names. You can see right here it says IMG, which obviously stands for image. Then it says 0948. Well, if you have these photos in another folder with a bunch of other photos, then how are you going to tell what photos are what? And this is where batch renaming really comes in handy. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, I've opened up my folder. I'm going to come right up here to Automate. And then right down here to batch rename. And here we are in the batch rename dialog. Now the first option, we can actually select the destination folder. Right now by default, it's set on rename in the same folder, okay? But we can actually move it to a new folder on the hard drive by checking that, and then actually choose a folder on the hard drive to move all the changed photos to. But you know what? For this video, I'm going to go ahead and just make that in the same folder, so all the images will be renamed in the same folder. Now come right down here where it says file naming, and this is really cool. This is where you give all your images a custom name. So just select this spot right here, and I'm just going to write in our models names here, Liberty and Morgan. There we go. It's Liberty and Morgan. Okay, that's who the people are. And then over here, this is a secondary renaming option over here on this side. Look at this. Click on this little button right here, and that'll bring up this little pop-up menu of different things that we can do. Okay, so we have Liberty and Morgan, and then we would have it just depends what you want. Do you want to include the document name after the name of the photo? You can have a digital serial number, and what this does is that'll name all the photos. In other words, Liberty and Morgan number 1, Liberty and Morgan number 2, and so on. I seem to like it that way a lot, but you have other options. You can actually put the date. Today's date, so you could have Liberty and Morgan, Monday, 23rd or whatever, or you can have, place just the extension on the end, or do whatever you want, or you can actually just select none. But for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually just go ahead and select a digital serial number, and that'll mean so it'll name all my images, 1 through how many images there are. So it'll be Liberty Morgan 1, Liberty and Morgan 2, and so on. If I select digital serial number with the 2-digit, then it'll be Liberty and Morgan 01. And then as soon as I get to 10, it'll be Liberty and Morgan 10, Liberty and Morgan 11. You get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and select digital serial number, the 1 digital serial number right here. Okay, so after that, all I have to do is just come right up here and select OK. And look at that, it's done. And it was that easy. Look what we have here. Liberty and Morgan number 1, Liberty and Morgan number 2, Liberty and Morgan number 3. It's all right here. Look at that, all the way up to 13. And it's that easy, folks. So you know how to batch rename in Photoshop now. Have fun.